Guys, I'm really pleased to welcome to the podcast Joel Rosenberg. He's been on before. He's a New York Times bestselling author, has 17 novels, 5 nonfiction books. He is also the editor-in-chief and founder of 2 news and analysis websites, All Israel News and All Arab News. His website, joelrosenberg.com. He's also executive producer and host of the Rosenberg Report. And Joel is joining us from Israel. Joel, Israel has been your base now for quite a while. You sort of survey events that are global, but sort of through the lens and through the base of Israel. Let me start by just asking you about the psychic impact of these Hamas attacks. I just saw today about the discovery of the 40 babies that had been slaughtered. I mean, if it affects us so much here, all this far away, what must it be like for Israelis up close to see and cope with this kind of thing?
Well, Dinesh, it's great to be with you from Jerusalem, from our capital. Where do I begin? Let me try to give you a few macro numbers and a few personal observations, but you're right. Just starting with the babies. I mean, this was the biggest slaughter of Jews since the Holocaust. Okay, we're already at more than 900 Israelis murdered in the last 72 to 96 hours. We're almost 4,000 rockets and missiles inbound right now. So far, we are 2,400 Israelis wounded. We've got at least 100, maybe 130 Israelis captured and taken into Gaza as hostages. And this is Israel's Pearl Harbor. Okay, this is Israel's 9/11. We were blindsided by this. We shouldn't have been. Okay, but we can talk later about the colossal, the staggering, inconceivable intelligence failure of the greatest intelligence power in the Middle East. And one of the biggest and most impressive intelligence forces in the world. So how did that happen? But in terms of the psychic impact, as you say, so first to think about again the most Jews killed in a 4-day period since the Holocaust. Secondly, you're talking about when you talk about Hamas, the terrorist organization leading this charge, you have to think ISIS. I think most Americans aren't familiar with Hamas. They may have heard the term, it doesn't mean anything, but ISIS does, the Islamic State does. So Hamas terrorists came in, they shot women, children, babies, their fathers in front of each other, okay? We're seeing videos of people describing people being shot 20, 30, 40 times in the face and obliterating them. Heads have been chopped off. Homes filled with Jews trapped inside, set on fire. This is ISIS, okay? It's the same demonic, satanic spirit that we saw committing genocide in Syria and Iraq, right? Now it has stormed our borders. Now, they've always hated us. We get it. But when you have more than 900 Israelis murdered in just a few days, just think about, we're a small town here. We're a small country. We have a population of about 10 million. You in the United States, and that's where I grew up, I'm a dual citizen, U.S. Israeli. The United States has about 330 million, right? So the United States is about 33 times larger. So just try to, 900 murders are horrible in any place in the world. But if you think about the psychic impact, think about if you were reporting right now that 30,000 Americans had been killed in 96 hours. Like, that would be 10 times worse than 9/11. And I was living in Washington, D.C. on 9/11. I don't remember exactly where you were. You might have been in New York at that time. But the point is, 3,000 dead in one day changed America forever. And so if you think of it effectively, for our population size, you're talking about something 10 times worse. That's how bad it is. It's literally the worst civilian massacre in the history of modern Israel.
And then, Joel, the Hamas people are threatening that if Israel retaliates in a certain way, they will start not only killing the hostages, but making audios and videos of these decapitations and putting it out for the world to see. So one can only imagine the trauma of the Israeli families, and then by extension of Israelis in general, that this sort of slaughter is not over.
Yeah. Well, and that is the Hamas objective right now. What they want to do is draw us into a very bloody ground war in the Gaza Strip. Now, you might ask yourself, why would you? And by the way, just to be clear, to finish your point, and they're hiding behind the human shields of our women, children, and men. They're hiding behind 2 million Palestinians who've done nothing wrong in the Gaza Strip, who don't want to be under the Hamas reign of terror, but they don't have any choice. These are people who are bloodthirsty, satanic, like lunatics. So what are you supposed to do?
Well, Joel, let me have you pause right now, because we'll take a short break. I want to get into this topic of Hamas's objective when we come back. Debbie and I are on a really good health journey, but we still struggle to eat enough fruits, veggies, and fiber. Now, lucky for us, we discovered Balance of Nature, and what better way to get all your fruits and veggies plus fiber than with Balance of Nature. This is Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies in a capsule, so easy to take, made from fresh whole produce. The produce is powdered after an advanced vacuum cold process, which stabilizes the maximum nutrient content. And this is Balance of Nature's Fiber and Spice, a proprietary blend of 12 spices for overall and digestive health. Join Debbie and me. Start your journey to better health right now. Call 800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com. You'll get 35% off your first preferred order by using discount code America. Again, that's balanceofnature.com or call 800-246-8751. Get 35% off your first preferred order by using discount code America.